District 3 when voices are not heard in Annapolis. And I want to be that person to make sure their voices are heard in Annapolis. I'm a grassroots candidate, and I believe that we have been overlooked and underserved, and it's time that we make changes. And so I'm a change agent, and I feel like being a change agent in my community, I could be a change agent in Annapolis. I work hard in my community, and I know I will work hard and tirelessly in Annapolis for District 3, and that's why I'm running. Golden Mile is the heart of Frederick. It is literally the heart of Frederick. Everything is built like around it, and I mean, and it has so much culture. It has so much. It's so many things that the Golden Mile offers, you know. But I also know that I feel like Golden Mile is being boxed in, right? It's different ways I can describe this, but when you look at how Frederick is building, they're building around it, and it's kind of like, we're gonna keep y'all where y'all at. And we're gonna build around you for nothing you can afford. You can't afford the houses. You can't afford to eat downtown. You can't even afford the warehouse movie theater that's on 40. And they still feel like they're giving us something, right? Like, but people don't pour into 40 as they should, but they pour into everything around it. I know a place like that, West Baltimore, where it's boxed in, all this culture, all this diversity, and then it's like they're boxing them in, and it's like they're like straining them, and they can't afford to move out of that area, and I think that's unfair. I think we have so much great things to offer to Golden Mile. Why can't we make Golden Mile bigger? Why does it have to be right? Like, why? And those people the people that live in that community. I'm part of that community. You know, I shop in that area, and I still feel like they deserve more. They deserve more. And people don't think so, but it's like, for the Golden Mile segregated. In many ways, I might be overlooking, I might be stretching, but it is. It's segregated, and that's why I feel like I can see this happening. That 10 years from now, Golden Mile is just gonna keep shrinking and shrinking. Everything else is gonna build out of it, and this is all they're gonna have. Is just this. I think they deserve more because they are the heart of Frederick, and they give to our community. They're part of our community. And they're not able to get good programs in their schools. Their businesses are not being supported like the businesses are being supported downtown. You don't see the Golden Mile people able even to come down. They don't even come downtown. They stay in this little space. You know, you can see about how they're what stores they're building in Golden Mile, right? That's how you know they're boxing them in. They're giving you these stores that you won't see in Urbana. He won't see in Newmarket. You won't see in all these places that people that can are higher in income. You won't see all these stores there, but they give them to Golden Mile and be like, here's these crumbs, y'all take that. No, we don't need the crumbs. We need the whole pie, all of it. And I think that's important. You know, you got the mosque. That mosque should be bigger. They should expand that. You know, they got the library that they're advocating for. You know, like the transportation. These buses don't run the way they should, and it's affecting people on 40 that don't have cars. You know, even the social service building, let's even talk about where it's located, that people that actually use that building that can't even get to. I mean, it's just like all these things that I feel like they're just boxing them in. And they will not be able to get out of that box. They won't have a seat at the table if we continue to just box them in. And that's what I feel about the Golden Mile. It's a beautiful place, great food, great people, great everything, good homes, old homes, new homes. And they're just building around them. And those new homes they're building in, $600,000, $500,000. Girl, you know they can't afford that? They can't afford that. people that are living in those houses can't afford to move out. So it's like, and they're living paycheck by paycheck just to have these nice houses. I just feel that if we don't pour more into 40, the crime is going to increase. We are going to see more people unable to eat, live there, and work there. It's gonna struggle, and I don't think people understand that, because Frederick is a great city, but they're small-minded town, but they want to have a big city look, and you got to be able to compensate that. And so that's why I love Fort, and I think Fort is a special place, and we need more representation there. I mean, we have people in Annapolis right now that, I'm gonna be honest, they're not fighting for 40. They're not fighting. They say they are. All the bills that they pass don't benefit from that. I mean, it's a very interesting dynamic, and I think that it needs to change. And 40 is one of those places that people like. I think how can I put it? They capitalize on it. Like, you see a lot of politicians like, oh, we're gonna fight for 40, we're gonna fight for 40, and I'm like, what? Like, we shouldn't even be here. We shouldn't be here. And if y'all want to fight for 40, then when y'all get in office, y'all don't even do nothing. So don't just talk about it, be about it. And I know that, I mean, we can't all be at one place at one time. I know there is language barriers. I know there is trust issues. I mean, I know all those things. And I know that we have to find a way to bridge that gap. But if we don't make change, if we are doing the same thing, expecting different results, that is what you call insanity. And the only way we're gonna get different results if we make change. And it can be uncomfortable, but we have to make change and believe in the people that are gonna make the change. And I definitely know I'm gonna make that change. Yeah, that's what I feel about it.